Hello, first YouTube video, so yeah, that's a pretty good accomplishment, at least on my part. Had another channel, it was kind of just some crummy thing I did whenever I was a kid, so I'm just gonna ignore it and go on with this one. Um, this would be the Kershaw Needs Work for my first knife review. This has been opened before, just for testing and stuff that I've already done to the knife to be able to do a full review on it. But other than that, the box is fine. This is the 1820. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Well, that's the Kershaw Needs Work. Hopefully, as my channel goes on, I can get a new camera, but for now, it sucks. It's an assisted opening knife, Warncliffe style blade, hollow ground. Pretty much just meant for work tasks and stuff. Um, it's kind of heavy for EDC, but I haven't really had any problems with it. That is Sandvik 14C28N steel, which I don't have much experience with since that's mainly just for Sandvik and Kershaw, but I have noticed it rusts. You probably can't see this on this crummy camera, but well, that help? No, not even a little. But with my experience, I haven't really had it in the water or anything, or even in a really humid environment, and I'm getting a lot of rust spots. Probably gonna get some flits later and clean that up, but yeah, just from use from about 2 months, it's just getting rusty. It's a liner lock knife. The liners are stainless steel. I know some guys don't like that. From my experience, the ergonomics are pretty nice. I had somebody tell me this looked like crop circles, but your fingers just line in there pretty nicely. Uh, this is a modified Warncliffe style blade, which pretty much just means it's the same as a Warncliffe style, except instead of it just being curved straight down, there's just a little bow here, and I found that nice to just put my thumb in there for real hard use cutting. Really easy to sharpen with just this flat edge all the way down. The handle material is made out of glass reinforced nylon, which is kind of hard, so I have gotten some calluses on my hands from using this. The pocket clip is, as usual with Kershaw, is ridiculously strong, but I mean that's meant to like clip onto a Carhartt jacket or something. Like I said, it is a work knife. There's a good swedge at the top, so there's good piercing. Although I had some guys tell me that with the swedge, the tip is very thin with the hollow grind, so I've heard some people have some troubles with the tip, but I've done some stab tests and it seems okay. It is not a flow-through design. They do have a back spacer, so there's a small hole for that's just really for the flipper right there. But yeah, can't really blow that out with air compressor or anything, so any dirt just stays locked in there pretty much. This hasn't really bothered me that much. The knife has stayed together, but right here, you can probably see this is a little bit redder than this. One of the heads on the screws came out, and it doesn't really bother the knife that much. It just makes it look a little bit uglier if you look at it in extreme detail. But yeah, the blade is 3 inches long, overall 7 1/8 inches. And like I said, well, now that I look at it, it's not really that heavy for EDC, but it's kind of heavy just to feel for me compared to other knives. 3.5 ounces, so yeah, it don't really bother me that much in the pocket. Just in hand, it feels kind of, might just be because of the thickness. This is a pretty thick knife, but yeah, I've been carrying this, like I said, for 2-3 months. The Sandvik 14 C28N steel, while it does rust, it does hold a good edge. I use the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener, and it's held an edge for, I'd say, probably a month, and I use this thing daily. So yeah, that's pretty nice steel there, except for the rust. But yeah, there was one other thing. Let's see. Like I said, the thickness. I was trying to recall some other problem I had with it. Oh well, if it was really that big a deal, I'd probably remember. But oh yeah, whenever you get it out of the box, the back spring that releases the blade, it is ridiculously strong. Like whenever I first got it, I flipped it out and it kept going. I'm talking stab into the floor. This is a very very strong spring. I mean, like I said, 3 months, and I open this thing 50 times a day, and that is still that strong of a spring. So yeah, just be careful with that. That's really a good thing for a lot of knives because it gets it out quickly. But really, I think it just sends too much shock into your hand and to the knife. I know that sounds kind of wimpy, but that's just my opinion. And really, with that spring, whenever I first got it, this detent, it was that where you push it past this point and then it opens. I mean, I couldn't even do it with one finger whenever I first got it. I had to get my thumb, and the whole thing would come open. But yeah, other than that, this is a pretty good knife. So yeah, made in the USA for those guys who are picky about that. So uh, thanks. Like I said, first video. See ya.